All right, I ran out of storage on the last one, but anyway, like I was saying, yeah, they don't want to be on somebody's explore page or whatever. By just just looking at the camera at the wrong moment, So yeah, that's a big thing as well. And a lot of women think their lifestyles won't catch up with them. A lot of these women out here, they want to run around and be little runarounds and stuff like that, and they feel like it's not gonna catch up with them. They think they're gonna be young forever. They think they're gonna be attractive forever and stuff like that. You know, people in general too. It ain't just the women, but a lot of women do think that just it's not gonna catch up with them. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that you're not. Yo, it's okay to work as a woman, duh. But like, I'm just saying, don't make that your whole identity because eventually you're gonna want to settle down. Eventually, you're gonna want a husband. Eventually, you're gonna want to like cook and clean. You know what I'm saying? Be a woman. And don't take my word for it. There are a lot of women out there who say they literally all the women who have lived this feminist movement idea, this feminist like lifestyle. They hit a certain age and they're like, damn, I don't want to do this no more. Like I want to cook, I want to clean, I want to stay home, and I want to do it for a man. Literally verbatim, like you could look it up. Um, Men realizing it's not worth it. Like I said, that pretty much ties in with my other one. They realized going up to women not worth it, especially nowadays. Um, they better off just focusing on themselves and allowing the women to come to them. I feel like that's what a lot of men are doing nowadays. You know, and it's I ain't gonna say it's a bad thing or a good thing. It's just something that's different from a lot of like you know, and a lot of women want to be masculine, but they don't want to like be able to like come up to a man and tell him how they feel. So maybe it's needed, maybe it's not. I don't know. Feminism and the red pill brainwashing young people. Like I said with feminism earlier, like they brainwashing these young women and the red pill brainwashing these young men. I was red pilled at one point. You know, I'm glad I got out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it just teaches men to only work on their externals. Yeah, just get in shape, get money. You know, make sure you're saying fuck these hoes and all this other. Like, come on now, bro, get out of here. At feminism, they telling you like, oh, you don't need a man this, you don't need a man that. You can do whatever you want. You can it's just brainwashing young people instead of just getting them in that monogamous type of mindset that they should be in. You know, so yeah. The lack of unity and sympathy. A lot of people are not unified. We stuck in the house all day, on the internet all day. We're not doing anything with ourselves to truly help ourselves or better yet, the world at large. Because once you help yourself and you really like do something within your own life that makes you a better person, by extension, you're going to make the world a better place because you're going to want to help people more. You're going to want to do more for your community. You're going to want to do more for your family, your friends. You know what I'm saying? And then that's going to inspire them to follow in your footsteps by making, and it just gets gets y'all into a positive feedback loop. You know what I'm saying? And then it just keeps going and going and expanding. You know, and nobody really cares about anybody no more. Like people can really be on social media like breaking down, crying. They could be like, and nobody cares. Like some people will laugh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people will laugh. Like, and it's insane, bro. Like people really don't care. Hell, like, you saw it with that Charlie Kirk situation. Like everybody laughing at him and everybody saying, "Oh, he's smoking on his pack" and all this other stuff. Like people have no sympathy nowadays. Like, and again, like different strokes for different folks, but you know, you literally laughed at a man getting killed. Like that's like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, right. That just gonna show you like there's no sympathy at all. Everything is pro corporation and anti human. Yeah, I spoke on that. Like I said, politics, they don't care about the people no more. All they care about is power and corporations. You know what I'm saying? And dating apps. Now, dating apps, this is like a very, like, in my opinion, I feel like it is possible to get some success on a dating app, but I feel like a dating app isn't real, you know? Like it's just like it's just such a psyop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would rather meet a woman in real life. You know what I'm saying? I would rather meet a girl in real life and talk to her, like, you know, as a lot of as a lot of women would love to too. Like they when a lot of women only go on these social media or not social media, but dating apps in order to like either get validation or to like, you know, just like casually date around or whatever, but they're never truly satisfied with that because you really don't you take out a big percentage of like meeting somebody, picking up on body language, you know, like it just it's kind of like a mail it in type of thing, you know, and it's like it's a shame, bro. It's really a shame, man. Like, I mean, you know, it just makes it so much easier, but at the same time, so much harder for everybody, you know. So yeah, bro, like that, I feel like a dating app is very dystopian. It's like it's not realistic. It's not like, you know, it just messed up. It just fucked up to me, you know. So yeah. And finally, no one taking the time to sit down with themselves anymore and find the true strength and fulfillment within them. Now, that right there to me is like a lot of people not wanting to just go within themselves and just really figure out who they are, figuring out their true strengths and their true weaknesses, and and doing things that's gonna make them a better them. Nobody wants to like get connected with like divine intuition or God or the universe, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing, but nobody takes that time to really raise their frequency, raise their vibration, become spiritual, become religious, you know, just have some type of moral code to follow in order to make sure that they're doing the right thing. You know, everything is just so primal now. Like everybody's like, oh, like everything's so sexual and lustful, so gluttonous. You know what I'm saying? Greedy. Capitalism is greedy. Like, you know, unchecked capitalism is greedy, and you see what's happening with this unchecked capitalist system that we're in now. Like, it's all just messed up, man. It really is. But that's pretty much all I got for today. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, that's all I pretty much got for today. Just my thoughts on the whole situation right now at large, and I feel like we can do a whole lot more than what we are now. But it takes for us to go within and admit that there's a problem instead of trying to just be instead of trying to point a finger like, oh well, women are doing this, oh well, men are doing, like, you know, let's just come together, unify, you know, be fruitful and multiply, pretty much what God said, you know. So let's just do that more. And let's just care about each other more and, you know, stuff like that, man. All that good stuff. But it's about it for me, man. About to go and get out of here and y'all have a good one, man. Peace.